welcome back to Star Trek Expeditions. We're doing a complete playthrough with Kirk, Spock, and Bones, and we are beginning turn 7. It's Captain Kirk's turn. So the first thing we do on a turn is we flip over a Stardate card. And we look at the Stardate card, and it is... Okay, this time we do have some text in the gold box as well as the blue. So this time the Klingon battlecruiser will attack. Kirk will end up getting 4 actions, which is pretty good. And the Stardate advances twice. So before I forget, I'm going to advance the Stardate tracker twice right now. It's going to go from day 4 to day 6. And the next thing we're going to look after is the Klingon battlecruiser attacking. So just up here on the top of the frame, we have the battlecruiser now will advance 1 space, and it will attack the Enterprise. And it has a 6 for its long-range weapons. So 6 plus the red die, plus 3 is 9. I think we may have just lucked out. The Enterprise's shields right now, if I recall, indeed they are actually 9. And we have the Klingon scrambling pad, giving our shields a +1, which is shields of 10. So the Klingon's 9 value does not penetrate the Enterprise shields. All right. So that means no damage for the Enterprise. And the Enterprise gets to fire back. And it has a 7 for long-range attack. So rolling 1 die. Okay, it's sort of good and bad. The Enterprise rolls a 7, but it will need to take 1 click of damage. But 7 plus 7 is, of course, 14. And 14 is enough, just enough to get past the Klingon shields of 13. Actually, if it would have got 13 or higher, it penetrates the shields. So the Klingon battlecruiser takes 1 click of damage. All right, Captain Kirk up there doing a good job. But unfortunately, the Enterprise also needs to take 1 click of damage as I bash the camera around, damaging the camera. So that's going to knock its stat shields down to 8. We're going to have to get this Enterprise repaired. However, that was a decent exchange of fire, and now it is time for Kirk to have his 4 actions. I believe that's how many actions he has. Indeed, 4 actions. Okay, we'd really like to come down to the planet and take care of the Rebel headquarters, but I just don't know if Kirk has enough ability to do that currently. He does have 4 actions. The first thing he's going to do is he's going to go to sick bay and repair himself a little bit, or heal himself, I guess. And so you roll 1 dice, so he's going to heal 4 clicks up here in sick bay. So I think that's going to easily take him back to full. So we go 1. Yeah, he only needed 2 clicks to fully heal. So that was his first action. He's now fully functional again, which is good. And his second action, I think I'm going to tilt down here a little bit. I think he's going to beam down to the planet right here. The reason being is there's an ambassador here, which would give him a +3 to any command challenge. So that's his second action, beaming down, but of course we have to look at this card. And it is the first politics card. Okay, so now we have to go to Politics 1. Again, the thick cardboard main mission objective cards, and Politics 1 is the Presidential Palace. It says the Nibian government is suddenly reluctant to join the Federation despite the technological and trade assistance the Federation is offering. It's a 20 diplomacy. Discover why Nibia has changed its stance on joining the Federation. And for this it looks like we need 2 Klingon evidence, and there's no timeline on this one to when it needs to be completed. So that's Kirk's second activity, or second action. His third action, he's going to pick up the ambassador, which will give him a +3 on a command challenge. And yeah, now that sort of messes me around. Okay, yeah, I think he's going to do that as his third action. He will pick up the ambassador, giving him +3. And now he only has 1 action left. However, because one of his cards is Command Authority, He has, this will now, he can play this card and he will gain 3 additional actions. So now, instead of having 1 action left, now he has 4 actions left. Much better. Okay, with 4 actions left, I wonder if he can complete both of these missions. Okay, for one of his 4 actions, he is going to use his special ability, and Kirk's special ability on his card says, transfer 1 crew between you and any other player, and he doesn't have to be in the same space. So he's actually going to take, from Mr. Spock, he's going to request the transporter officer, because the keyword on this Rebel headquarters down here is transportation. So that's going to give Kirk a +2. So he has 3 actions left, and the next action, he's also going to request from Spock the helm officer, which is a combat and a +1. And so with Kirk's final 2 actions, he's going to move over to the Rebel headquarters, and he's going to try to solve that. Now he has the transporter officer that he got from Spock this turn, giving him a +1 just because it's a, oh no it's not, it's a gold challenge, never mind. But he gets +2 for transportation keyword on there. And he also gets +1 for the helm officer because this is a gold character, so he will get +1. So that's going to be a total of +3 right off the bat. And he does have the ambassador if he needs to use it. So he's starting with a base of 10. And he gets +3. So let's see what he rolls. So he gets an 8. So 18 plus 3 is 21. And he's going to play the leadership card, making him go up to 23. And then he's going to double exert himself once to get to 24. So he does that, knocking his stats down a little bit. And this Rebel Headquarters 2A card is completed. So it basically means you defeat the Rebels, destroy the base, and capture some of the Klingons alive. So Kirk does this single-handedly. Way to go. Well, you would expect this from Kirk, of course. And it says, receive Klingon transmitter. All right, so by doing that, on or before day 11, he is going to get the Klingon transmitter. And the Klingon transmitter is a special token got from completing this mission, of course. And it says all weapons are +1, and you discard to get an additional +3. So that Kirk can bring up to the Enterprise and attach it to the Enterprise to give him +1. So this is excellent. And of course, by completing Rebels 2A we're at the best value possible, we're going to go to Rebels 3A, and we're going to score 3 more points for this one. So that's great. So I'm just going to readjust the camera. We're going to go to the Rebel track, score 3 points, and that will be the end of Kirk's turn. Okay, so Kirk goes in there, fists and phasers flying, takes out the Rebel headquarters being helped by the Klingons, and actually manages to nab a couple of the Klingons as well. So this is the Rebel track. It's going to go up 3 more, 1, 2, 3, up to 6. And that is going to conclude Kirk's turn, turn 7. So join me next time when we get into Mr. Spock's turn, and that will be turn 8. Okay, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. And again, next time, Mr. Spock, turn number 8.